Alright, so here we are recording the next assignment for computer animation. And what we're going to do is create a couple of tween animations, is what they're called, as opposed to keyframe animations. And these are really simple, short lessons that we'll do creating a bouncing ball and a flipping card. So to get started, we'll create a new document here. And what we'll want to do to get rolling here is we will start with using our oval tool and creating a circle. To create a circle, we'll hold shift while you click and drag your shape to create a good round circle. We're going to make this fill a gradient. So instead of you maybe starting with a solid color, we're going to go up to the top right corner and change that to radial, radial fill. And we don't want any outline on this. So if you do have an outline, go ahead and delete it. Okay. So yeah, delete any outline that's on here. And if you want to create a circle that just doesn't have one to begin with, you can click here and go to no fill. So that will not give your circle an outline. It'll just look a little cleaner this way. So ending result, we will take our selection here, and we're going to edit the gradient. So we're going to choose our gradient transform tool, which is underneath your free transform tool on your sidebar. And what we're going to do is just click on the center to pull the white area of your gradient up to the upper right side of your circle to make this appear more like a round sphere with a light source on it. So make sure that your gradient is white to some color. This color can be anything, it doesn't have to be blue. Any color you'd like will work for this. What we're going to go ahead and do then is on the 10th frame we'll press F6 to create a new keyframe, and what I'll then do is take our sphere, I'm going to select it and move it down. So I'm going to move it down, and then between those 2 points I can either right click and click Create Motion Tween, or you can go to Insert, Timeline, Create Motion Tween. And what a motion tween will do is will make your object move from one spot to another attached. And so when a good motion tween is added, you will see a blue, it'll be highlighted blue and show an arrow going from one frame to the next. So on this 10th keyframe, what we'll do is we'll create 2 more keyframes. So I'm pressing F6 twice. So we should see 3 keyframes in a row here of this ball. What we're going to do with the middle one is we are going to squash and stretch it. So I'm going to go back to taking my regular free transform tool, with the square box and the different points on the edges, and I'm going to squish it down a little bit and squish it out a little bit, or stretch it out a little bit. And to check that the bottoms are both lined up, I'm going to use my onion skin tool, and I'm going to take this ball and move it down just a little bit, nudging just a little bit so that its bottom is at the same point of the original ball dropping down. So I'll turn back off my onion skin so that because I don't need that anymore. So the ball drops, squishes, and then pops back to its original size. We'll go ahead to frame 20 or so and go F6 again to add another keyframe, and on this very last one, 20, we'll take the ball and we'll bounce it back up, and then we'll go to this first frame here in this series, and we'll go to create motion tween again by right clicking and creating motion tween, or you can also go to insert, timeline, and create motion tween, but here it changes to remove tween once because it's already there. So what that should do is create the animation of ball that bounces down, squashes and stretches, and then goes back up. So let's watch that in a preview. And there you go. So simple animation, ball bouncing, squash and stretch, and going back up. So go ahead and make your own. Remember, you can choose any color, and in the next video we will get into adding the shadow and also doing the card flip on the other side.